coded for Google's OAuth verification process. In in this video, we will cover the executive functions email bot platform that is being requested for Google OAuth approval. We will start off with the looking at the top level domain, and I will first explain what the platform does. Following which, we will discuss in briefly the OAuth scopes being requested, and then we will do a product walkthrough by in which I will explain each and every scope in detail, why this scope is required, and why a lower level scope cannot be used for the same purpose. So to start with, the executive functions email bot is a personal AI productivity tool which helps you organize your inbox better. It helps you focus on high priority emails by categorizing the incoming emails into three different subsets: high priority, low priority, and medium priority. High priority emails land in your inbox, low priority emails get tagged with a label called Zap, and medium priority emails are tagged with a label called For Later. Now, for this, we need access to users' Gmail inbox where we can create labels and analyze the incoming emails header information and learn from users interaction and auto tag them into different categories of priority. Now, the top level domain executivefunction.com clearly lists out all the product features, the team, our past work, and data policy, terms of services, and privacy policy. The links for terms of service and privacy policy have also been shared in the OAuth application. Before we move further, I would like to mention that executive functions use and transfer of information, data received from Google APIs adheres to Google API Service Usage Data Policy, including the limited use requirements. Also, we do not store any email content. Email content is processed as it comes in, and executive function assesses the user's inbox via OAuth token and does not store the user's password. Now, before moving on, we will take a look at the scopes being requested, and I will briefly tell you what each scope does. So, the user info email, the user info profile, and the OpenID scopes are being requested to authenticate a user with Google and build a profile in our platform based on the user's publicly available information. The Gmail label scope is being used to create custom labels and manage them. Like I said, that we create high priority, low priority, and medium priority categorization. For medium priority, we create a For Later label. For low priority, we create a Zap label. The Gmail modify scope is being requested to read user email and auto tag them in different categories based on their priority. Now we will look at my inbox, which does not have the bot activated yet. I'll click on sign in with Google, which complies with Google's branding policy. And once I sign in, the user info profile and user info email and the OpenID scopes are used to authenticate the user. On the dashboard, I can see an authorize button. When I click on authorize, it'll request two additional scopes. That is the edit label scope, which is used to create labels, and read and compose and send email scope, which is used to read user information and read user sender information from an email and categorize them and update labels onto them. Now, if we look at the available scopes, if I, let's say, add or remove a scope and I tag Gmail, the other available scopes that we have are read only. This scope won't suffice as we need to update the user's email with relevant labels. Gmail metadata, as this will only provide information about labels and headers and not the body. Based on the user email body, we need to identify if this is a high priority email or a low priority email. A basic scope will only allow us to manage the basic settings, and a sharing scope is not required as we don't need to get access to the sensitive settings information, which is why we are requesting for Gmail modify scope, and I will show you in a minute how that is being used. So once I approve of both these scopes, I will be redirected back to my dashboard, and as soon as I activate the mailbot, I can go to the mailbot dashboard. When I look at my email inbox, two new labels for later and zapped have been created. Now the bot has done some order processing where it has, based on user interaction, it has classified some of the senders into whitelisted, graylisted, or blacklisted. That is the lowest priority. For demonstration, I will use my personal account to send an email. Please excuse me while I refresh this again. Now I'll write an email to Puneet at executivefunction.com, which is a test email. And I'll say this is a test email for Google's Oauth application verification process. So now, since this is the first time I'm interacting with Puneet at executivefunction.com, what will happen is that the mail will be tagged as medium priority for later, because our bot does not understand yet what should be the action, if this should be a high priority email or a low priority email. See here. Now, as I interact with this sender and I send more emails back and forth, our bot will learn to analyze if this is a high priority sender, and going forth, all emails will start landing in my inbox. What I can do is I can also train my bot now to uh, change the labels, and I can tag, let's say, for this email to go to inbox. Let's say I remove this label. I search for sender is this. I can say move to inbox. So now this email is tagged as high priority, move to my inbox, and next time I interact with the sender, you can check this here as well at the dashboard. See, the email puneetgupta.ttu has been marked as whitelisted. So if I send an email again, test email 2, this is a demonstration of email zaps auto tagging functionality. Now when I send this email, this will automatically land in my inbox and won't be categorized as for later anymore, since the user is already whitelisted. Here we see the email which is tagged to so this is the reason why we need the Gmail modify scope. And as the bot learns to as the bot learns the user's behavior and patterns, it will start tagging the emails better and help user categorize their or manage their inbox better. Thank you.